it's me. While my breakfast is cooking, well, my dinner, your guys' breakfast. I work nights. This Capricorn moon is so fucking crazy that I had to come on here and just give you some advice and tell you what's up. First of all, I don't know if you've watched my channel before. My work was actually built on a very bad place. Not that it will show in the records because it's Native American stuff and government likes to cover that shit up. But basically they built this building atop of a Native American burial ground. So there would be, I don't know if they extracted the bodies, that's even worse. If you're Native American, disturbing the dead at all, technically in some of their beliefs, you are taking them from their rest. You are taking them from heaven. You are disturbing their peace, and it's highly fucking offensive. So you got Native Americans who are on this earth pissed that you built there doing stuff because they're just pissed in general. I don't support that at all, but I'm telling you, so the building itself is a big target, both of the dead and the living, and as someone who dances between both, let me tell you, just being in this building today under this moon, I'm not, I know what's coming. I'm more of a futuristic seer, but this is like a prime example of what it's going to be like when full evil gets released out of the bag. And I saw normal, sane people who are everyday nice people just pop the off and be violent, and not just at work, just outside, just like everybody's short fuse, and that's very common with a super moon in general. But there's something very specific about this time period and a very specific about this year. I know a lot of twin flames are coming into union, but that's not just it. This is like a spiritual war, and it really has nothing to... In the spiritual realm, it's a spiritual war between angels and demons, good and evil. And on earth, it's a man I want to say this, but I know there's a lot of people out here that genuinely go to church and do the right things, and their churches don't hurt anyone, and they're out here helping us, and they're really God-loving people. The problem is you're brainwashed to be bullies and mean and put yourself above everybody else without you even realizing it. Evil has seeped so deep in that house. I'm not saying everybody in a church or everybody who leads a church is evil. I'm saying leaders of big houses, of big organized churches. This is all fucking religions, but let me point it out to you. The biggest two religions that will be unleashed on this earth, who are unleashing the demons, in my opinion, and will be the reason why we have to fucking suffer. You're both responsible, and you're both fighting each other, and you're both the same devil. You have the devil in your house teaching you devil shit, which you grow up and then teach your children devil shit, and I am not coming at you because you do not understand that it is devil shit. God sees that, okay? He sees how brainwashed everybody is. How do you fix the brainwashing? What did Jesus do? Why did Jesus die? Who was he going after? Who was he speaking against? You believe that you are out here supporting Jesus, that you're out here preaching as if you're one of his disciples. And I'm glad that you want to be one of their disciples. I'm glad that you love God that much that you're upset. But you're upset for all the wrong reasons. And you're putting bad karma on yourself. And the only way that earth angels or light workers can help you is to eradicate your religions. You are not the problem. Your priests standing in front of the church, who are not kid touchers, are not the problem. I am not attacking God-loving people. I am attacking the people who pretend to work for my God, who are in the highest forms of your church, doing the most malicious evil, doing spell works in your God's house as you sit and pray and have no idea that you have a demon in your fucking priest suit. I can smell evil. I can see evil. I can feel it. If I have come at you on your page, you are a big problem. If Lounge with Lizzie commented on your channel, you are a problem. I'm a mouthpiece. I'm a Leo Virgo cusper. What is my job here? Look up what a Leo Virgo cusper is. My whole mission is to show you exactly what the fuck they're doing. And trust me, in due time, I will. And all the other cuspers like me, we have the same mission. And all of us coming out, you'll get the full tea. I'm going to get snippets of the tea. Another Leo Virgo cusper is going to get snippets of the tea. Every cusper, you are a earth fucking angel. If you are a cusper, you are an earth angel. You heard me correctly. You don't have to be a cusper, but you are 100% guaranteed a earth angel if you are one. Unfortunately, the other side has the same cuspers, and their whole mission is to make sure our truth is obscured, and that we look like the devil worshippers, that we look like we're the conspiracy theories, that we look like we're against the people of God. I'm not against you. I am not against anyone who believes anything. I am against the house of Catholics. I am against the house of Muslims. You are the two fucking biggest problems. You are the king that ordered Jesus' head. Hurting children and getting away with it for decades. This is everybody's going out on about. I'm getting so upset because I know the truth. Sex trafficking. Guess whose house that has sifted through since the dawn of time? Who has been selling children the longest? I couldn't tell you if it was Catholics or Muslims. You are equally guilty and you hate each other. And I'm looking at you both like, you both should be worried. Okay? Because you're the reason why wrath is coming. Your houses. You. Not your people who are God-loving, who grew up believing this is the right thing to do, that these rituals are practiced for God. They will not. They're going to do their penance. They're going to have to suffer because they're helping to add evil because they didn't wake up. Everybody is given urges and nudges. When you are told something in the church, when you feel it and you expel it, it usually happens in the teen years, and they tell you that it's angst and that you're angry and that it's just part of the process. They literally fight your own intuition. There's pieces of the church that you are supposed to learn. That's why you were there. And if you stay in the church and it feels good, more times your church is fine if you don't ever get that urge. But what they're teaching you, what that good priest is teaching you, what they went to school for without realizing they are teaching how to free Satan on this earth, how to uprise the anger, how to add to it, not diffuse it. You're going to see how much bullshit they have fed you. It's not the end of the world. The world is not going to die. It is the end of organized religion because someone is enough. Enough of it. How many people have died in God's name and God never issued one order? That was some man, some woman in a position of power who felt a certain way and took their own opinion and put God's name on it. You are attacking your brothers and sisters for something you believe is wrong. Why is that any of your business? Do you sit and think about what the stuff that is coming out of their mouth in church? You have no business knowing about someone else's sex life or their sex preferences. When you meet someone, do you say, "Hi, my name is Lizzie. My favorite color is so-and-so, and I like dick in my vagina"? No, it's none of your fucking business. No house has any right to ask you who you love and how you love and to put stipulations on it. Have you ever stopped and wondered how another man can look at another man and see love, and how a woman can look at another woman and see love? How? Think about it for a second. I'm not talking about sex. I am talking about love. Like your palm is sweating. Like, my heart is racing. I have found the one. I want to marry this person. I want to have a life with this person. Why is it okay for a man and a woman, but it isn't okay for anybody else? Who told you that? Ain't no time Jesus has ever come to any of you and stood in your house and said, "This is my exact rule book and I want you to follow it." God said, ask questions, then ask more questions, and then ask questions again, and all of you stopped asking questions and said, "Okay, this is the way it must be. My free mind of thinking is wrong. I have to do it this way." Repent. Because, I'm not saying everybody's gonna die. Let me pause, it's about to get loud. Okay. What I'm getting at is the Muslim and Catholics are gonna be killing each other. Okay? The next world war is religions. It could even be other religions getting in the mix too. You're already seeing it in the world, people blacking out Christians. Christians are going to retaliate. This is going to be a war about religion, and they're all going to be saying that it's for God, and God's angry, and God's upset, and yes, he is, but this is not at all what he wants. Every house is God's house. God has a million names. Don't tell somebody what they can and can't do. That is not your right. That is above your pay grade. You aren't here to judge. You aren't here to say what's what about anyone but yourself. You decide what your morals are. You decide what right and wrong is. And yes, we need to teach people. Having houses and having structure is important. But you let the devil in the back door. And then you kept feeding it. And you keep feeding it, and now it is the biggest beast. And everyone's like, well, when the Antichrist comes, the Antichrist is the church. You're all looking for a literal birth. The Antichrist was burst forth from a womb when your house was created and you stopped, actually teaching God's word. That was when the Antichrist was born. It's not always a literal person. Although I really think one's probably being born soon with the amount of fucking evil. If God can put earth angels on this earth and I have gifts, don't give a shit if that makes you uncomfortable. God gave me that. I will use it as I see fit, not how your house sees fit, because your house took a child of God who was anointed gifts that scared all of you, and you casted me out. You casted out a chosen. You casted out all of his chosen. Every single person like me, an empath, a medium, a psychic who you have called demonic, who you have called evil. We are the ones that see, because he allows us to see, to help you, to protect you. Every religion has had oracles of some kind. You call them angels. Who said angels only exist in heaven? Are you God? Are you Jesus? Do you know everything in the galaxy? I'm not from here, okay? I was born in a womb so I could have a human experience, but my mind and my soul is not from here. I'm looking at you like you're all batshit crazy, and one day you're all gonna see it like me. You gotta free the mind. I am not special. I am not unique. You all could be Hakoyas. Third eye is not evil. Third eye is a gift from God. Warning, insight, intuition. Your inner compass comes from the light. It can be manipulated by your choices and the world around you. Stay out of organized religion at this time. It is evil. I agree with some pieces of the book. Let me tell you, there was no full book. The Bible was snippets of pieces of people's notes collected and then put together by a very devious mind. We're talking about time of tablets. They had parchment, yes, but their whole life was dedicated to God, and what they believed God's words were, they carved in stone. So do you think they went that amount of pages and carved fucking stone? Get your shit together, okay? You're the problem. You're out here infiltrating our government. We have no constitution. This was not our birthday. I don't know when the last real birthday we had. Because at no time is religion or religious beliefs or religious insights or religious demonstrations ever supposed to be involved or influenced in making law. So therefore, any attack on abortion after the point where I did agree with it, we had to decide when a point with what was humane and what would be cruel, and science found it to exact science. They know exact amount of days before it becomes inhumane to kill a fetus. There is a fetus and there is a baby. You may terminate a fetus, and that was never a life. The church lied to you. This is science. There is time before a heartbeat, but just because there is a heartbeat doesn't mean the body is attached. You know, it's just an organism that's functioning. And if that person prays to God and in their life they walk that path, that is their path to walk. This is what the church... You know, everybody fucks up religion. Like ancient Egypt's had the principle right, but they made too many gods, made it too confusing. There's one, and then there's the army around it. There's, you know, different names for everything. It's like, I'm not, my mission, I could sit here and tell you exactly what the fuck happened. I don't feel anybody would listen and or respect it and or care. So even if Jesus did come down, all of you would walk right past him. I wouldn't. No Hakoya would. But all of you in your house would. You would not recognize him if he looked you in the face, because he has. He's tested every single one of your leaders, including your Pope. Jesus is a being. He can take a body anytime he wants to, and not like he's going to jump into someone's body, like just astral project from heaven and be here and astral project back to heaven if he wants. You guys don't understand what heaven is. Also, the church's fault, because they keep all the information that would free your mind locked in a very convenient building that only they have keys to. If they really were of God, if they really loved you and appreciated you and valued you, they would give you money. They would allow you to know all of the information that they know. You wouldn't have to go to school to be a priest. You could just, go to work with your priest in your church like they used to. There wasn't, like at one point in time, the only way for you to be a priest was to learn from the priest in your town. And sometimes that was better and sometimes that was worse. And then all of a sudden, there was a mass. Let's get people together. Let's brainwash these little teachers and let's send them out. And they have done that for eons. And you're going to pay for it. And anybody out here, all the religious people, they love to call me evil. That, I rebuke all evil. I am a true warrior for God. And my name, Elizabeth, without the E, look it the fuck up. I was named accurately. I am tough. I have a tough mouth. I am not scared of any one of you, and I will run right through you. I am not like Jesus because I can't be. I'm a warrior. I got a war coming, and you're my problem. So I will not turn the cheek. I will slap your cheek, because it's time. You deserve the slap, and it's not coming from me. It's coming from God. You're hurting his innocent children. You're lying to his masses. You're taking their money, and you're using it for yourself. You are obtaining all of the information that would free them and give them their ability to talk to their psychics, the people who aren't. You have severely strong warriors for God in your houses, and you are blinding them from their own third eye, making them believe that they are evil. So you are actually keeping a warrior of God from doing their bidding when this evil comes from your bullshit. And I'm gonna make you eat that, because I need that one to help me when all you motherfuckers are running from what's coming. It's gonna be us, the earth angels, standing with the real ones, not fucking scared. Then call me a Satanist then. You're gonna be begging me to help you, so I'd watch your fucking mouth when you tell me I'm evil. Those are fighting words. This is wartime. You want to stand out here and say you're preaching for God? You better really be preaching for God. Your message better not be hateful to anyone. It better not offend anyone. It better not tell anyone what they can and cannot do with their free will, or I'm going to eat you for breakfast. And there's a million of me. And God has woke us up. I'm not part of the woke. I came here woke. I came out of the womb knowing exactly who the fuck I was. I was a loudmouth, punky kid who told truth that made the whole room stop, and all of you snuffed it out of me until I grew up and remembered who I was. Who made me remember who I was? Because I'm a ballsy bitch, and I have the balls to come in your house and get loud and tell the truth. I will tell every truth that he shows me. Every child you touch, I will say their name, I will say their address. Every amount of money you have hoarded or spent on yourself, I will know exactly the transition numbers from them. And I will just shout it out in a loud-ass building full of feds, not paid by you. Fuck with me, religious people. I see right through you. You are the most judgy assholes. You go to church, you pray, and then you go home and you talk shit about everybody in your community. This person is doing so and so. Anybody who sits in their house and gossips about, I was guilty of this too. This is why I don't hang out with most people anymore. Because I noticed every time I hang out with people, they're talking shit about someone else. Whose house just feeds that fuel. You all gather in it every Sunday, and you are the majority of the snobby, uptight, judge everyone, have to live by your standard, or you're just a waste of space, snooty tooty bitches, or assholes, or loud angry men walking around here saying you're coming after our children. Your house is coming after our children, and you're not going to jail for it. So, you know, you want to open this fucking can? Great. I've been waiting, because you won't allow us to arrest your people, because you hide them in your little evil-ass houses. Give me a reason. I woke up. I was born for this. Anyone in the cloth of God, you are not an enemy of mine. This is not a threat to you. Anyone, you're going to start sweating. That's how you're going to be exposed. If you're watching this, you will feel it in your gut, and you will know, I'm not coming for you, but God is. I got a whole army up there. Not God's army. God's got his own, and I'm happily a part of it. But I also have my own army. And that was given to me by God. I've earned it. My line has earned it. I'm launching it directly at your houses. And don't play like you're not the ones out here sending all these demons and all these evil ass shit. Because I'm getting louder. It's coming from your house. You're doing the witchcraft, not us. You are. You're burning churches down, not us. We have to do rituals to protect ourselves from a house of God. Do you guys really think that you can do magic out of the Vatican and I'm not going to fucking know about it? You think you're the only motherfuckers with gifts? Get over yourself. You're not even the most powerful. God keeps those ones hidden. I'm just a loudmouth bitch and I'm tired of it. Because God deserves better. And I'm a Sekhmet motherfucker. Do you know who Sekhmet is and what her purpose was? They had to get her drunk and make her forget how angry she was. You just keep making me more angry. Thank you, crows. And more angry and more angry. I'm going to let Sekhmet out of the box. And Sekhmet is not evil. Sekhmet is like me, who knows the truth. Only she went a little cray-cray. Not her fault. She was ordered to. I'm over it. Like, all the brainwashing, all the commercialism, the fake ass shit. Do you guys even know what the Illuminati is? Do you know what the Freemasons are? They're the same as the Catholic Church and the Muslims. You're all demonic shit. You all do demonic fucking symbols and you say demonic prayers and you're all releasing demons on this earth as you get your fame and your money and your success. Thanks for launching more evil for us to fight. Again, you're all going to be running behind us. So don't think I'm not going to remember who the one's adding the biggest tally. I'm going to let them have you. Don't fucking beg me for shit, bro, sis. I'm helping the people who sit in your church, who cry and weep and feel so good, and they should. But some of those symbols, some of those things you're teaching them, they don't know what they do. That's it. That's like a baby to me. Not saying that they're immature, but that's how God looks at his children who are being brainwashed. You're upset that LGBT is brainwashing your children? How do you think we feel of centuries of your house infiltrating our schools? Why do you think we had to take the national anthem out? You couldn't even keep God, not that but we're supposed to represent all religions, and you couldn't even fucking let all religions be represented. You had to have all the control. You had to have all the power. You always had. The person who took out Jesus was Jewish, also an organized religion. They got severely motherfucking punished. Guess who's up next? And you guys aren't just gonna have a Holocaust or a concentration camp or an internment camp or, pandemics. You're gonna get your ass handed to you. Not just for today, but the Crusades. Do you want to open a history book for the world and look at what the Crusades were and how you used God to get all of your kingdoms and build all of your houses? Did you think you were never going to have to pay for that? That you're just going to go through all of time and that was just going to be buried and covered up of all the wars and all the people you sent to die for the house of God that never was for the house of God, because God would never support any war at all. It's always been for you, man. It's always been about you. It's judgment time. Age of Aquarius. Those last will become first. I have zero power. I have zero influence. Right now. One day, I will be first, and you will all be running. You need the glory for money and fame. I don't want the glory. I want to be running too. Look at the sides before you come at me. You come at me and then try to run towards me. When D-Day comes, I'm just going to laugh at you. I have empathy. I have great empathy. I'm Hathor. But if you also know the history of Hathor turned into Sekhmet, Hathor loved you, or she ripped you apart as well. Every goddess has that same aspect that comes from my dawn of time, which is older than all of your houses. We tried to come here and to coach you out of this during ancient Egypt. We tried to tell you the evil that you were doing and that if you continued on this way, what would happen to the world. And none of you listened. So they left. And just now people are going on about alien sightings, and they talk about aliens, and we have a space force and Area 51. Ancient Egypts very much believed in ancestral beings, and they built things, and they also had, preparations for aliens. They are very much like us, but, minus all the technology and stuff. But as far as belief system goes, the aliens aren't they already here? I've been saying that. They've always been here. They never fucking left. They just got sick of it. And they just been sending people down every generation to just study you and just to see how to get you to understand. How can we get a communicator on this earth so you understand that the very house you are sitting in, the very structure, the very backbone of it, came from the devil. It's a mirage, boo-boos. He's using God's own words and what his initial plan was for this earth against him. Not saying it's your fault. This has gone since, Jesus risen. And when he went away again, his disciples started lying. It's just... I don't know how else to get through to people, and I'm not going to go on it anymore after this. Maybe you'll see me on the news one day, because I don't know what my purpose is, but I'm the type of person that will just wait with a couple news live cameras with all the facts. All the facts that they won't show up to court for. I'll wait for that priest to be standing up there on Sunday in their big packed church, and I will walk in there with a megaphone to be louder than anything, any instrument in that church. And I'll just start showing everybody the evidence. This person, 28 little boys have come forward. I don't give a shit. I will be a public display of go fuck yourself. Evil. I am a walking billboard of you're doing wrong things. And they're going to back me up. So I don't give a shit about anybody of these heretics and their threats and their witchy hoodoo, voodoo, juju, whatever. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me or my spiritual team or people like me shall ever prosper. You can say that to me because I don't form any weapons against all of you. I want your house to burn because that's what you deserve, but I will never light it on fire. I would rather heal it and help you learn and keep the house and grow around it than burn it down. That's your go. That's your response. Burn it, destroy it, kill it, dominate it, speak over it. That's your play. Came from both your houses. And that's no one's fault but your own. That's all I got for that. Other than that, I don't dance anymore, but I'm trying to do. My cat is going crazy. I tell you, this full moon is just tea is being spilled. Like, I've been quiet about this all my life, and all of a sudden today I'm like, no fucking more. No more. Let them know that we are coming. Like, yes, I am powerless. I am little. Am I the actual threat to the church? No. I have no power, but that's coming. My power will take shape, or my position to step up and do something is going to be when Michael comes back. I already feel it in my gut. At some point in time in my life, Archangel Michael is going to look me in the face and say, it's go time. And I'm going to say, okay, big brother, and pee my pants at the same time. I've seen it over and over and over. I don't know if it's just like him working with me on like healing as an empath, like going in literal churches and healing the energy of it, or if this is like a literal war. I don't know that much, but I know that and you better stop messing with ancient Egypt's tombs. You know, all of these ones finally being cracked and discovered. First of all, most of it's hogwash, okay? And they're destroying it. The minute you open that tomb, you have destroyed your own history. And most of the time, it's not even Egyptians doing it. It's people going in there thinking they have a right. So, let me say this for all of you Egyptians, of Egyptian blood in this life. I heart you. I'm not of your blood in this life, but don't let this little white girl fool you. There's a very different me inside this body. And you understand it because you have very free minds. For all of you who have trampled through my ancestors' tombs in this lifetime or any lifetime before me or after, may your own line know the tread you have done. And I will let God decide what that is for you. You trampled on history far deeper than any recorded on this earth. Is it the oldest? No. It's just the oldest recorded. Mostly. Greece has a lot too. There's also another country that I'm going to say that if you've ever trampled through Greece, also my people, also, I hope you learn the misstep. I hope you know what misfortune is in your life for coming into a place of the dead where their soul is for greed, not for education, for greed. If you went in there and you were respectful and you did your best not to destroy it and you left everything in its place and your sole purpose there was knowledge, that is something the ancient Egyptian people would support. They support the recording of knowledge. They always understood that someone was going to walk in. That's why there was a demonstration. There was always supposed to be an entry. You were never supposed to take. Every single person in the dawn of time who have taken from Egypt, justice comes now. To your line, to you, to your museum, to your country who refuses to give it back. I have the Eye of Ra on. May he see the truth and send it to your house. Because maybe a lot of this shit wouldn't be going on in the world if you all learned to leave what you should leave alone. Because there's powers there that I won't even step to, and that's my own bloodline. I am the most powerful as far as Hakoya empath, but I am not the most powerful seer in my line. The most powerful seer is my guide, so the two of us together is unstoppable. Without that person, I'm just like every other psychic. It's my guides that make me strong. It's third tombs you fucked with. Hatshepsut is pissed. Cleopatra is pissed. Tutankhamun is pissed. If you have it in your museum, the Egyptians want it back. Unless they gave it to you themselves, they want it back. You don't give it back? Problems. Native Americans would like the land back. If you don't honor that, there will be problems. This is karma that they deserve to be collected upon that you have taken. Time is now. Houses are falling. Towers are falling, and people will go bankrupt who have built their houses and their legacy upon theft, thievery from people far more powerful than you will ever understand. You fucked up when you went and had Hatshepsut's. Who do you think makes me powerful? Cleopatra is a bad bitch too. You fucked up. Cleo's pissed. Cleo didn't kill herself, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit what anyone says. She got a vengeance. She got a vendetta. And you're fucking with her, so good luck with that. I don't fuck with Cleo. She's my homegirl. But just putting it out there. That's why all this shit is happening. This is ancient and historic karma. It's time. Their houses need to fall and be rebuilt. Not people. Houses of power will fall and be rebuilt. That's the end of the world. You feel me? But don't get it twisted. There's going to be a lot of bad shit and a lot of death. I'm scared as fuck, but I'm trying to keep it light. Other than that, have a great day. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I was getting into. I got distracted. My friend's daughter, she was trying out for Juilliard. She already got in, but they try out for grants. Like, sometimes you can get grants and scholarships if you get, if you are a certain level of talent. Sometimes you can get your school paid for. So although she already made it into the school, she's trying out for something this summer that would help pay for her education. And she wants to do a ballet song to an Eminem song. I mean, listen, I am a choreographer. Everybody is looking for cutting edge shit and the theory of, coming in there with a rap. Any rap, not just Eminem's, and making it a powerful ballet dance. the concept is amazing. I've thought of it myself, but there's a reason why I have never done a ballet dance to Eminem. He's just too fast. It's just too fast. Like, the part of ballet, like, I could do a mix for you of hip-hop and ballet with majority ballet, but the structure of ballet is so stiff and graceful and elegant. It's really a really hard mix. So I'm sitting there all day. Like, she picked out, I listened to it 8 times. You think, someone like you, I think, or something like that. I didn't look at the fucking thing. I just listened to it. And so, the chorus part of it is something I could easily do ballet to, but there's a lot of rap in there with Eminem. So I'm walking around work on my tippy toes, like trying to, it probably looks ridiculous, because in my head I'm doing it, but I don't want to waste my energy, and plus my feet are bad, so I'm doing half moves here and there as I'm doing it in my head, so I'm like just twirling around, and the machines were broke down for a minute, so I just had a bunch of time to waste. Sometimes, like, the conveyor belts get shut down, and, like, you can't send any more totes, so we can't send any of our work down to be packed, so we just have to wait. So I'm sitting there on my tippy toes trying to fucking dance to not the chorus, but like the actual rap, and it just kept going right back into hip-hop. I'm like, I'm getting out of form. Like, there's just it's really no cool way. I think I came up with like 5 or 6 moves that looks pretty cool with a rap, but it's like, just kind of look like you're in like Robot, because it's like so. So, what the fuck, Eminem? This is like the biggest challenge of my dance career. And I'm gonna have to tell this kid, like, I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna give it a week, honestly. Because, you know, she's right. I am the one that people come to that I always take on songs that everyone's like, this is fucking impossible. You're crazy for doing this. It's gonna look stupid. And then I do it and they're like, I'm not doing this for, like, shows or anything. I'm doing this for, like, people's recitals or getting into Juilliard or weddings. You know, I don't have a school. I don't work for a school. This is all, like, extra stuff I do on the side. But they're always like, you just pull it out of your ass. It's not. I make it look like I pull it out of my ass, but I stay up long hours busting my ass for that shit. This is the one, and I've never, like, listened to something and I'm just like, this is impossible. I can't do that. I've never felt that. And I'm just like, I got nothing. So I don't know they're like, if anyone can do it, let's see, it's you. Like, if anyone could figure out, because I'm not the first one who's tried to ballet dance to Eminem. Like, straight, traditional ballet. Like, she can't slip at all. There's no room for creativity. It has to be 100% within the American ballet standard. So that's really fucking hard for any rap. But Eminem's like fast. You imagine, like, trying to fucking dance to Busta Rhymes, though? This is ridiculous. So that's like the one pocket of dance that I haven't been able to immigrate. I haven't been able to make a ballet to rap without it being a mix. Like, I can do it if they allow me, like, because that's a lot of dances now. You can do, like, certain pockets of ballet and go right into hip-hop and switch into modern and tap, and you can put it all in one dance, and I love that. But when you're going for schools and, like, grants and stuff, the reason why they make it so hard is because they're all really great dancers. Everybody deserves that scholarship, so it's got to be hard. It's got to be really technical. So I'm not doing a dance that's fun. I'm doing a dance that's highly fucking technical, and these are the best dance instructors in the world that are going to be watching these people, judging them. So it's a lot of fucking pressure, bro. Fuck Eminem. Mad at Eminem. Not really. I'm not mad at Eminem. But as a dancer, I'm like, why did you bring this to me? Of all people to bring Eminem to, why? Because I'm the oddball, that's why. I'm the only one that would take everyone's like, fuck no, that's crazy. I'm the only one that's like, I'll try. I'll give it a week. Just because I like the challenge. So I'm not mad at M&M's. My nephew's fault. Where's my M&M's? He loves regular chocolate M&M's. But anyway, I never felt that. I've never been beated. What's wrong with me? Defeated by a song. I've never listened to a rap song that many times in a row either. I still don't know all the words because I was just focusing on the beat. True story. I listened to the words, but I'm trying to, that's my first process. I just sway. I'll do crazy shit. Like I'm picking and I'll be like, it doesn't look cool, but my body's learning to move to the beat. I'll do crazy shit. I'll just move my hair to the beat if I feel like it. I'll be sitting in the car and just crazy dancing. I need muscle memory. I need it in my body so that I can create. People think I'm a weirdo, but this is how I do things. So, picture me on my tippy toes trying to fucking ballerina dance to Eminem all day. Probably looked like I had Tourette's. No offense to anyone with Tourette's, but you don't want to look like that when you're doing dance. It's really hard. I'm sure like professional dancers have had to dance to Eminem, right? I should YouTube it. I don't like doing that because I don't want to see it and get influenced. Like, you know how you can subconsciously, like when you see something and that looks cool and then you forget about it and then you do it and then you think it's yours but it really isn't. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But at the same time, like, does anybody do ballet raps? Like standard American ballet? Like no hip-hop mix? Asking for a friend. If I can't, she told me to pick out another song. I'm still going to help her. If Eminem's song doesn't work out, I can do an Eminem song with like Rihanna, like a slower one. Maybe she'll let me switch it up. Like an older one that I know well. That I can just be like, oh, okay, I can design to this. I know this beat. That would be ideal. But I am trying to get her the scholarship, and I love her initiative of being edgy, because she does love rap, and she does love ballet. And she's like, I can't mix both. And I'm like, fair point. Young buck, fair point. Rappers don't think about us dancers, do they? When they write their raps. How dare they? I'm just kidding. Slow down your raps just a little bit. Okay? So that we can ballet to it. Make a ballet rap for us, Eminem. Can you do that? Can you spit that out in a day? Great. I just need it, like, a lot slower, bro. Like, a lot. Can Eminem do a ballet? Make it easy. No, I'm going to step up to the challenge. So, for the next couple days, I'm going to be in my living room doing some weird shit. I hope I come up with something, because it's like crickets in there. This has never happened. Why is there crickets? I could dance to anything. I could dance to Eminem right now the way I want to, but no, I can't, because that's not American ballet. Those fucking stuck-up assholes. I hate being rigid. I hate that many rules. That's why I only do American ballet sometimes. I like freestyle ballet, where I can just, like, put some ballet in, here and there, here and everywhere, spread it out, but I can still move my body the way I want. Can't do that. It takes work to look effortless, but it really is, like, structured as fuck. I'm gonna get this bitch scholarship, god damn it. Eminem? Of all songs, couldn't she pick a happy one? Are any of Eminem's songs happy? Round the outside, right? Is that a happy one? No, probably not. I don't know any of his songs anymore. They used to play in the club. That's the only... Don't hate me, okay? But I wasn't on, like, the Eminem bus every day. If it was on, I would dance to it. I like him. I like his music. But I'm not, like, rap! Which is weird, because I grew up in the hood. Everybody loves rap. He's a fucking rap god for real around where I'm from. And I'm just like... Yeah, he's cool. I like his remix with, like, Rihanna or any girl, really, because those are dancey ones. I like dancey stuff, okay? That's why I'm not a rapper, because the only way to dance in hip-hop is like a hoe, for show, okay? And I don't want to be a hoe for show the whole time. I want to be a classy bitch. But I can't be a classy bitch. I can't be a classy bitch to your rap music, guys. That's a problem. Who's a slower rap? Not that any of them are slow, but like, who could make a slow rap for me? Snoop. He's a stoner. He would feel me. Snoop, just do a little snower. This moon, I can't speak. Just do a little, like, stoner version. Like, so that I can do, like, 3 spins here and there. And not, like, spin all the way fucking... Eminem's gonna make me throw up. I can't. I was just trying to do... Maybe if I just spin through this whole part. Just do crazy fucking spins. Just spin through the whole rap. Just do it. I was like, okay, cool. Halfway through his rap, I had to stop. I'm like, how long does this guy go for? I can't see. So, plan B. If I can't do it, she's not going to be able to do it. She's going to throw up. God damn it, Eminem. I love you. See you all later. Boy.